There will be Second. Okay. So the biggest issue, I think, is making sure that you have the numbers right or correct. So we're gonna have to really look at this because I got a completely different number when I added it up in comparison to the application. That does not include the outbuildings. I was just measuring the house. So they get out their calculators.
Okay.
Because we have to make sure this is right. And I mean, Rich was gonna, actually, I should say that Rich wanted to be here tonight, but it was just too tight for him to get to a meeting tomorrow morning. Not that he could testify or say anything to us anyway, because the hearing is closed. But he felt that it was disrespectful that we were taking all this time and he wasn't here to acknowledge it, and he appreciates it. Okay. Anyway, so, and it depends, written down. Ice and Bob, you know, the feet over. We've got, we've got a,
Let's see the structure.
okay,
2840.
I got that. Okay. That's a typo on my part, I think.
okay, 28 by 40.
You got 1120.
Right.
Anybody have a, write this down?
Can you write this down? 20. And then you've got this deck, which is,
Right, if you have 28 by 24, say 32 by 40.
20.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute.
And we have a-
Okay.
Top, you say 28.
Yes, you're right, you're right.
Time out, guys. I think your thing says 28 by 30.
And Susan's just pointing out that I'm saying 32 by 48 and I'm saying 28 by 40 in another area.
okay.
So is that the
We can
difference?
clean that up.
No, but is that the difference between the original application and the current real
Maybe.
size?
I don't think you really have to look at the. I mean, I know why you were looking at it, because it's implied that the
There's something
percentage
wrong.
didn't change.
But I think the previous application had a larger footprint.
I just meant that this is.
I just-
you have to look at this application as it stands.
Exactly. That I finally gave up trying to reconcile and just
So
looked at the
let's-
application.
let's
What,
make sure.
what does the application say?
Right.
And does that matter if the site plan says something different? The actual application, because it says things that are different from,
All right, and just-
You got 16 by 16 and a quarter by 1140, got 188.
Maybe is
square
the
feet is the connection.
connection, and then the existing is 20.4 by 18.8.
383.
So this is the other issue here on these plans.
The stairs and the roof.
But here's the other issue, this is when I was trying to do the
But
math.
what about the connector?
We didn't.
So on these plans, you go from 18.8 feet in the existing, and then in the connector, and then the new part isn't 23.1, it's 23 feet, 10.14 inches. So it's a completely different method, so you have to take these numbers and break them down into 18.8. And that's what I was getting here. My number came up completely differently.
So
So
just
we,
ask him to fix it and send it back to us, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I don't understand.
well, we have to
I mean,
reopen, then we have to reopen the hearing.
Well, I mean,
We
I
can, I mean, we can,
don't know if we should reopen, can we just ask him
We
to?
spent about 4 months trying to get to this.
Okay.
well, that doesn't matter. I mean, that's not their problem.
No, I
Not
appreciate it.
But that
It
is-
was different every time we came back.
It's
to-
the
Yeah.
issue here is that, I mean, we can sit here and do the math, but we're not engineers. and
that's
we're not
what,
architects.
that's where I'm up against it. I just,
So without those numbers, I mean, it's almost like we have to continue the decision.
and
What if we make a mistake, it's on
But
us?
it's also the size of it is not accurate, which is not fair to butters, you know, and everything. It's not as advertised. So what is, see what I'm saying about the?
Yeah,
It's,
And plus you said the deck and the roof area.
the deck is
porch.
not, it's bigger than, it's bigger.
What's
than-
under this? Is there a porch?
Yeah, so
So if you got a roof there.
if you got a roof, doesn't matter, you have a roof
No,
anyway.
it's just an overview.
But the overhang counts,
Yeah,
so.
And,
exactly.
and this front step isn't calculated.
Yeah.
So
He did this himself, but he had an architect. for it.
I don't know.
He had to do it himself.
It is a porch. There is a porch.
Yeah, there's a front.
There's a porch and then there's a side, there's that side porch too,
Right,
which is
it's
your.
not just an overhang, so it's a porch. But, you
I mean,
know,
I was seeing porches and not knowing if it was supposed to
No, I'm
be,
sorry that I
in the
didn't catch
overhang or-
the measurement thing
It's
and
a
the.
3.4 foot porch, which is like, but it's still porch. Still, open it back up.
Yeah.
Can we reopen it?
Yeah, that's-
And it has to get advertised, I'm trying to think what the right,
I just want to make sure, I don't think it's gonna alter, like, as you said, like the numbers, it's a lower number, the lot's bigger, and it's, but we need address.
Yeah,
We
we
can't,
need
you can't hand
Right.
this to, this decision to the building
and the
official.
numbers have got to be right on this
Right.
piece of paper. Oh, Georgia, oh.
You can open it back up, but this is on for decision, so I'm thinking it has to go back on.
Our decision is not prepared, I'm not prepared to vote on this decision without it being, us being secure on numbers.
So
Well, the application's for.
Or I have to deny it, and I don't want to necessarily deny it, it's not something.
That's
do you
what-
want to explain where you think the numbers are,
Well, the plan is
The architect can do a calculation.
well, that's what I'm thinking.
There's porches and decks on
porches
the plan and they're,
porches and decks.
and
are
the numbers
included.
don't, the overall dimensions didn't change.
Right, and
Maybe they didn't.
even if they are included, like if you could just break down that, big- and translate the numbers into consistent numbers throughout, so they're, feet and inches or feet, point feet.
And no further reference to the original size of the lot. We now have a subdivision, because that had me
Right.
off for a while, because I thought, well, maybe it
Sub-
hasn't been approved yet, and this is a proposed, but no, it has.
It's been approved,
It's not approved.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
been approved.
So
and
that's
it's
the only thing we
subdivided
should be
size.
seeing here is the current size of the lot.
And that's my only hiccup
Mhm.
here right now, just from, as a conversation goes, is on the, just making sure everything's accurate, because we need to be.
Yeah.
It needs to be clear, and I'm really sorry that, I didn't pick up on that.
I kept getting confused and thinking
Yeah,
that it was
without confusion,
me.
you answer
You know,
the
I thought it was me.
questions. But now looking at it.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes when you go into draft something, then you start like keeping it all
You do.
together.
Yeah, you start looking things up, you say, oh, like this piece of paper, and
He said
all of
that
a sudden,
you-
all
you
these
foresee
logical
any hiccups.
inconsistencies.
He said, you never know what happens in decision time.
Why don't we ask for the architect to present exactly what the footprint is and include the steps and the porch?
And it's too late to advertise. it.
Yes.
If we continue this to the next meeting,
You,
a good idea.
You could do two things, you could open up the public hearing
continue it.
and, well, I mean, at next meeting, it could be open again.
Mhm.
Or you could continue the decision until next month, and I can try to get more
Hmm.
information,
Yeah,
even though it-
I don't want you-
it's closed, but
I want to get this to him as quickly as, possible, not, I just don't, I feel bad making anybody wait. But when I feel that we should have caught these things, or then again, he should have submitted their application.
But what if there's a material change to the application and we don't reopen, the hearing?
So we need to reopen.
That's bothering me a little bit.
Yeah, and that's probably the fair thing for butters and.
Right.
Public.
because we have to.
So can we not reopen it right now?
If you want to make a motion to reopen the hearing, and
Yeah,
I will check with Bill to see if procedurally if that's correct, or if you have to, if this has to be an agenda
Can
item,
we call them?
or. Is there a
Oh.
cell phone?
You shouldn't
Hey
call
Siri,
him.
call Bill Landry.
You shouldn't call him. You're gonna catch him off guard, you know, you run a meeting.
Yes.
It's not a good idea.
Not Bill Andrea.
I'm gonna call.
It doesn't, everyone's sent out for a meeting.
I mean, it has to be legally advertised, they have to start on certain weeks, and then it would need to
Notice,
get
yeah.
notice to others. So, all of that has to take place again.
Okay, so at our next meeting, which is Wednesday. Our meeting
Ah.
next week?
Yeah,
The agenda's already out.
Right, so we can, and can we reopen it then, or do we have to advertise it to be reopened?
That's what I'm not sure, you have to put it on the agenda to reopen the hearing. which
Okay, so we find out,
can we continue the decision for next week and then have him just make sure, double check everything? or no? And then we can
I'm
decide
gonna
then?
make a motion to continue this decision
Okay,
to the next meeting, pending legal counsel and clarification from the applicant.
okay.
Okay.
Second that.
I'll second it.
I approve.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
idea, yeah.
Alright.
Good to
All
go.
right, all in favor?
Aye.
So
So what I'm gonna do.
we'll find out more.
Yeah, you'll find out next week.
Sorry.
And is everybody voting on this decision? Because I will not be here on the 29th.
Yes. that's
So
fine.
there's no, you don't need me.
Everyone will be here.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
Is anyone recused on Mazzarello or
I am recused,
Marcelo.
I think I'm recused on Mazzarello because of Shay, so.
on? Yeah, so
it's
then
got
we
it.
have no quorum for that one. What about, did you see the appeal agenda item for next week?
Is that,
No, what's that?
oh, Trahanis, I'm,
No, that's
No,
not,
that-
I don't know about it.
I didn't see it. What is it?
well, I'll send it around for everybody. It's an appeal of the issuance of the building permit.
I think I'm recused on it if it's the one that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I am now recused on Trahanis.
that thing's, everything is coming back anyway.
Just so you know.
I think it's gone, it's not, I think they're gonna mediation.
I'm just recused on it because Shay's rebuilding.
But we don't have a quorum, we don't have a quorum from Massey.
So what do we have to do?
Okay, you're hot
So
box.
we don't have, we might not have one for next week.
So what do you do?
What do we do?
The ethics committee.
Go still in October.
No, I don't mean that, but what else do we have?
That's it.
Do we have a
We
meeting?
might not have a meeting.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Next week.
Well, you're gonna have.
Well, we have to
We
show
have
up
to
I'll be
release-
there.
Well, I'm here, we have to at least get something
show up and,
organized with
yeah,
this.
for
And
this
you're gonna
one.
need to meet to continue it.
Right. So
Okay.
we're-
At least,
Okay.
Won't be a long one.
Will do.
Doesn't sound like a long one.
this Rob won't be there. So,
Okay.
Right.
I'll confirm.
Alright,
We got a lot done.
Well, that was exciting. Good job, Susan.
2 meetings.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, I will make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.